hobbits, let us march into Mirkwood.
Oh, dear.
Far over the misty mountains go, to dungeons deep and caverns low. We must away at break of day to seek the pale and enchanted gold.
The elf path through the forest was narrow and wound in and out of the massive tree trunks, black and gnarled with age and heavy with ivy and lichen. Twisted branches and blackened leaves met above their heads so that the adventurers felt as though they were walking down a long, gloomy tunnel, while all the trees leaned over them and listened. All was dark, green, and menacing. The nights were the worst. It then became pitch dark, so dark that they really could see nothing.
Yes, I tried flapping my hand in front of my nose, but I couldn't see it at all.
They slept huddled close together and took it in turns to keep watch. In the inky blackness, eyes would appear. Gleams of yellow and red and green fire, and horrible, pale, bulbous eyes.
Yes, insect eyes. They were huge insect eyes.
Eventually, they reached the enchanted river. Crossing it presented no problem, for, to their surprise, they found a boat moored to the bank. But even so, misfortune struck. Bumbo,
The heaviest and the fattest of the dwarves.
managed to fall into the water. And as Bjorn had warned, he drifted at once into a deep sleep from which nothing would waken him. So for days and days, Bumbo had to be carried.
Yes, and what a weight he was, to be sure.
Finally, the moment arrived when the last morsel of food had been eaten and the last drop of fresh water had been drunk.
And the night was setting in.
The outlook could scarcely have been bleaker. The only scrap of comfort came unexpectedly from Bumbo. He woke up.
Oh, what a lovely sleep. What a simply gorgeous sleep. Bumbo! What's to eat?
You're awake!
Are you all right?
Certainly I'm all right, Barlin. But I'm jolly hungry, though. Oh, I can't ever remember being so hungry.
Nor can any of us, Bumbo. There is no food left.
No food?
No, not a crumb. We've been carrying you for days, and all the food is gone.
For days? No wonder I'm so hungry.
You're hungry.
Oh, I was having such beautiful dreams. I dreamt that I was in a forest, and there were lamps swinging from the trees and fires burning underground. A woodland king was there with all his people, and there was a great feast going on. Going on forever. Oh,
Quiet! Everybody,
What is it, Balin?
look through the trees. There.
A light.
And there. Another.
Yes, yes.
Another.
twinkling red lights, just like in my dream. Let's go to the
Come here,
feast.
Bumbo. Bumbo, come back here. A feast would be no good if we never get back from it alive, would it?
Without a feast, we shan't remain alive much longer anyway.
That's true. I can't work any further without food.
Let us go and see, Toddy.
Let's go. In my dream, there were pies and ale and jellies and bread and jam and cakes and trifles and tarts and cream.
Oh, very well, Bumbo. Let us go then.
Oh, yes, let's go.
Everyone, go very carefully and quietly and keep close together. That story.
I was right. It is a feast. Elves feasting.
Yes, wood elves. Not quite the same as high elves, more dangerous and less wise. Good people. Bilbo, you and I will go first. We will announce ourselves to the king and ask for food. Are you ready?
Ready?
Let us show ourselves. I am Thorin, son of Thrain, son of Thor, first king.
It's gone dark. They vanished.
Wait! We are friendly. We mean no evil.
Come back, wood elves.
No, dwarves. Dwarves, come back.
Wait!
Dwarves!
Wait! I'm only a little hobbit. I can't walk as fast. I shall get lost.
I'm over here. Over here.
All of you, here by me! The wood elves have gone.
Why can't we
Now look, please be quiet, all of you. Now, does anyone know the way back to the park?
Toddy,
Yes, what is it?
the lights again over there.
Where?
We'll catch them this time. Come on, elves.
Come back, you foolish dwarves! Come back! Come back here!
There's their king, just like my dream. There's the feast.
What a scrumptious spread. I will ask them for some. Excuse me, please. May we have some food?
They've gone again. They've gone.
Marlin, where are you?
Here, Toddy, over here.
Where?
Here, Bombon is with me.
Oh, Doreen, it was such a lovely feast.
Yes, I know. Poor Bumbo. Poor all of us. Dwarves! Dwarves! Come to your king! Owen! Billy!
Yes, Toddy.
Owen! Yes. The wood elves have gone. There is no feast.
Why don't they help us?
Are they frightened of
Call again, Toddy. Call
It's
again.
no use, it's no use. Now we are really lost. The wood elves have tricked us into leaving the path.
But you said they were not evil.
Perhaps they are not. But they are not to know what we are.
Doreen, the burglar is missing.
What?
The rest of us are all here, but no Mr. Baggins.
The burglar lost. This is grim news. Grim news indeed. We must find him.
Oh, yes.
For Bilbo, this was one of his most miserable moments. He had blundered around in the darkness, calling for the dwarves by name, one after the other, time after time, until quite exhausted. He was alone in Mirkwood. He made up his mind that it was no good trying to do anything until daylight.
And with no hope of breakfast to revive me.
He sat himself down with his back to a tree, and not for the first time fell to thinking of his hobbit hole with its beautiful pantries. He was deep in thoughts about eggs and bacon and toast and butter when he felt something like a strong, sticky string touch his hand.
What's that? Ah! It's a huge spider's thread. Oh! There it is, right up on the tree above me. It wants to get me in its web and eat me. Ah, horrible thing. It's huge. Well, my elf blade was meant for goblins. Let's hope it works against spiders. Ah, it's going to jump on me. You hideous thing. You see how you like that? It's dead! It's dead! I've killed it! All alone I've killed it! No Gandalf or dwarves to help me! I killed it! Oh, I did it! Oh, well, my trusty sword, you saved my life. I'll give you a name. I shall. I shall call you, yes. Sting. Sting, that's what I'll call you, Sting. That's a good name for a sword. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Now I must explore. Which way? Oh, which way? Yes, well, I'll just have to guess and trust to luck. Why didn't we remember Bjorn's advice and Gandalf's? What a mess we're in now. We? I only wish it was we. Oh, it's horrible being all alone. Oh, more spiders.
Kill him, I say. Kill him now and hang him dead for a while. They're dead now. I warrant that they're not. I saw one struggling just now, just coming round again, I should say, after a beautiful sleep. Oh, I'll show you.
What are they doing? What are all those bundles they've got there hanging from that branch? They look like cocoons or something. Not of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13? 13! They've captured the dwarves. They must have surprised them and knocked them out with those poisonous stings. What can I do? Yeah, I'll put the ring on my finger. If it made me invisible to goblins, it should make me invisible to spiders.
Quite right. This meat's still alive. I'll soon put an end to that.
No time to waste. Oh, well, I was always good at throwing stones. Let's see what those horrors make of this. Good shot, Mr. Baggins. Knocked it clean off its perch. Dead, too. I shouldn't wonder. It's not moving.
What was it? A stone? Over there? I didn't see anything there. You're being attacked. Attack.
Old fat spider spinning in a tree. Old fat spider can't see me. Atticot, point you stop. Stop your spinning and look for me.
It's over there. Let's run.
Atticot!
No,
Atticot!
it's behind
Oh,
us
stop
now.
running.
I'm
Oh,
getting
big
lost.
body.
This way.
Now, I must try and get the dwarves and cut them free before the spiders give up the chase. Dwarves? It's me, Bilbo. Oh, I mustn't forget to take the ring off. I'll get you all free, don't you worry. Now, which one's this? Yeah. I should know this nose. Oh, Barlin, should have known. You all right? You look a bit blue.
Yes, I am all right. Thank
Good.
you, Mr. Baggins.
Look, have you got your knife?
Knife?
Yes, your knife.
Yes.
Good. Well, look, cut some of the others loose. It won't take the spiders long to realize they're chasing a will-o'-the-wisp and they'll be rushing back here. Who's next? This way. Thank you, Barley. There you are, Bomber. You're the last.
Of course. You had to leave me to last. Oh, these horrible threads, all sticky.
They'll be back in a moment. Now, look, all of you. You get stones, sticks, your swords and knives, anything you can lay your hands on. It's going to be a stiff fight. There are hundreds of them. But with a bit of luck, we should be a match for them. Now, I'm going to disappear
What? Disappear?
with this, my magic ring.
With a magic ring?
Well, yes, I was going to keep it a secret, but I found it in the Goblin's cave. When I put it on, it makes me invisible. That's how I managed to rescue you.
Well, what's your plan?
Well, I'll disappear. Yes, I'll disappear. I'll disappear and I'll try to draw the spiders off in this direction, you see, and you run that way, and then I'll try and meet up with you later, all right?
We can't let you...
No time for that. Here they come. Go on, quick. I'll do the stinging. Go on, off you go, quick.
Run, my dwarves! Tighten run now!
Atticot! Oh, the spiders! Oh,
The spiders have turned back. They have given up.
You're sure, Barlin?
Yes, you can see them going back.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, now we can rest.
Oh,
Bilbo!
You've outrun them, then?
Yes, we've escaped, thanks to you.
well done, Mr. Baggins.
A cheer for our burglar.
Most gratifying.
What a battle. We must have killed hundreds between us.
This is a battle for the legends.
Tony, ahead of us. No, don't look.
What is it?
I think it's wood elves, armed.
Armed, but we are too weak to fight anymore.
I don't think they'll harm us, Barlin. They are elves, after all. Look, but I'll put my ring on, just in case, and get out of the way a bit.
A good idea. What is it you want, wood elves?
Our king wishes to talk with you.
You will come with us. Lay down your arms.
I say we fight them.
No, perhaps they'll be kind and give us food.
Oh, very well then, very well. We mean no harm, elves. Come, dwarves. Now let us go with the elves. At least they may guide us out of this accursed forest.
Follow us, then.
These are the prisoners, O king. Indeed. Loose their bonds. They need no ropes here. There is no escape from my magic doors for those who were once brought inside.
What have we done, O king? Is it a crime to be lost in the forest, to be hungry and thirsty, to be attacked by spiders?
Huh?
Are spiders your pets, that killing them makes you so angry?
It is a crime to wander in my realm without leave. Do you forget that you were in my kingdom, using the path that my people made? Did you not twice attack my people?
We never did.
You attacked my people at their merrymaking in the forest and roused the spiders with your riot and clamor, huh? Now, I have a right to know what brings you here. Well, as you wish. I shall keep you all in prison until you have learned sense and manners. Take them to the cells. Take them away.
And what of Mr. Baggins? True, he had managed to slip inside the Elf King's palace. But once inside, what was he to do? For days on end, he wandered about trying to discover a way of rescuing the dwarves.
But I did manage to discover where the dwarves' cells were.
Yes, and in the deepest and gloomiest dungeon of all, you found Toreen.
Toreen? Toreen? Toreen, are you in there?
Bilbo! Bilbo! Thank goodness you found me. Where are the others?
They're in cells just above yours. I managed to keep out of sight with the ring.
Well done, Bilbo. Gandalf was right. You certainly have proved your worth.
Oh. Thank you, Toreen. Thank you very much.
Has the Elven King discovered the reason for our quest?
No, I don't think so. I haven't heard any mention of Smaug or our treasure.
You mean my treasure? The dwarves' treasure. I don't trust these wood elves one little bit. If they think they can get a share of our gold, they... Well, when do we escape?
What?
What's your plan?
When do we... What's my... My dear Toreen, I may have a magic ring, but I'm not a wizard like Gandalf.
No, of course, Mr. Baggins. But I know I can rely on you to free us.
Well, I'll do what I can. But I'm making no promises, you know. First of all, I have to do some more exploring. And then I'll come back and report.
Good luck, Mr. Baggins. For all our sakes.
Yes, thank you. Oh, what's this place? Oh, all those barrels. Goodness. Wonder what they're for, those splatters. Someone's coming.
For you to drag me all the way down here.
Oh, it's good, all right. The finest barrel of wine we've had yet. I shall be hard at work tonight, clearing the cellars of the empty barrels. So I want you to join me in a drink to help the labor.
The finest barrel, eh? Well, it wouldn't do to send up poor stuff for the feast. Perhaps it's my duty to taste it.
Over here. Mind the trapdoor. It's rotten, and I shouldn't like to see the chief of the guard falling through into the stream.
You must get it mended, then.
Yes. All in good time. Now here, taste this.
Well then, this is the wine cellar. And they tip the empty barrels through the trapdoor into the stream below. But where does the stream lead to?
Excellent, Galleon. Truly excellent.
The Elf King's feast will be all the merrier for this Lake Town brew. Those lakemen are surely the masters of wine making.
Indeed they are. Oh, a precious little elf.
Lake Town. Well, if the barrels come from there, maybe the stream carries them back. It's a chance. I can't see any other, anyway. I wonder what Torrin will think of it.
Well?
Well, it's a desperate plan, Bilbo. But then so are circumstances. But how will you get the keys to the cells?
Tonight, the Elven King is giving a feast. All elves are very fond of wine, and I imagine they'll all sleep pretty soundly when the banquet's over. I hope to get them then. Eh?
I know we can rely on our burglar. Good luck, Bilbo.
Oh, thank you. Gently. Oops. Gently. Got him. There you are, Torrin. You're the last.
Good for you, Bilbo.
Shh. Quiet, all of you. What is the plan, Bilbo? I shall take you down to the wine cellars.
Oh, go.
Shh, Bombo. There are dozens of empty barrels there due to be dropped through a trapdoor into a stream which flows underneath the palace. You will be in the barrels.
Well, that's all very well, but... well, what then?
Well, what then? Yes. Well, I don't know. I can only hope that the current will float the barrels to somewhere. I mean, where the lakemen who make the wine will pick them up.
We might be drowned.
Or bruised and battered to pieces. I'm not going into any barrel.
It is impossible.
All right.
We cannot do
Very
it.
well. You go back into your nice cells and I'll lock you in again and you can sit there comfortably and think of a better plan.
Come now, Bilbo. Come, my dwarves. There is no other way. And our quest must be fulfilled.
We will follow you, Torrin.
Oh.
We will follow the king.
All right, then. Come on. You must get busy. Follow me and shh. Be very, very quiet. Quiet. Bombo.
Yes.
You watch for the guards.
Yes,
And the rest of you to the barrels. They're over there.
I'm not getting into
Come on, help me get the lids off. Quietly. All right. Darling. Yes. Get some straw.
Good idea. Over here.
Here you are, Bilbo.
Good. Now, in you get, all of you.
Go on in. Get yours.
Back it tightly into the barrel. That's right. Darling, come on. In you get.
Yes.
Come on.
Well,
Slow. Come on.
there seems to be plenty of room, but I only hope I'm not in here too long.
So do I. Mind your beard. Now, duck down while I put the lid on.
Mind my hood.
Down. Can you breathe? No, well, never mind.
Goodbye, Bilbo.
Bye-bye. Now, quickly. Bombo.
Yes, Bombo.
But I can't get in there.
Push him, Bilbo.
It's no good.
Bombo, breathe in, will you?
Take some straw out.
Quickly. Now,
Down you go.
breathe in. No, breathe out. That's it. Out. That is it. Now it's just you and me, Bilbo. Someone's coming.
Quick, go on. In you get. There's just time.
Yes, but what about you?
I'll be all right. Now, get in. I'll put the ring on.
Where is old Galleon? He ought to be here to show us what's to be done.
Oh, let's start without him. I've no wish to wait down here while the feast is still on.
All right. These must be the barrels.
Yes.
And Galleon's own head be it. If the king's best wine is pushed into the river.
Let's open the trapdoor. Oh, looks cold, doesn't it? Glad I'm not a barrel tonight.
Give us a hand, Beck.
Well, what shall I do? I'll have to creep to the edge of the trapdoor, hang on to one of the barrels as it drops down. Oh, dear. I wish I was a better swimmer, but I can't be left behind.
Warm work. I should be glad of another cup of wine.
It won't be long. One more barrel to go.
Now!
Did you hear something?
No, what?
I thought I heard footsteps running across the floor.
Footsteps? A rat, very likely. Oh, you've had too much wine. Come on, last one. Over she goes.
Poor Bilbo spluttered and choked and coughed and wheezed, but in spite of the icy coldness of the stream and the swiftness of the current, he managed somehow to keep his grip on the rolling barrel.
I do hope those lids are on tight enough.
Barrels with their dwarvish contents passed swiftly under the elves' palace and out on towards Forest River. After the longest half-hour in Bilbo's life, the barrels floated gently into the bank at a bend in the stream.
There they are. And about time, too. I thought we'd have to wait here all night. Let's get them on board, then. Right. Right. Come on here. This is a big load. If they're all as heavy as this, they'll sink the boat.
I better try and climb on board while they're loading up. Oh, I hope those lids have stuck on all right. Perhaps the dwarves are all drowned or battered to death.
There we are. Right away.
The day grew lighter and warmer as they floated along. After a while, the shore sank to river level. The trees ended, and then Bilbo saw a sight.
A lonely mountain.
Far away, its dark head in a torn cloud, loomed the peak that Bilbo had been half hoping, half dreading to see since the adventure started all that time ago. The home of the dragon Smaug and the dwarves' long-lost treasure. The sun had set by the time they reached the lake town of Esgaroth, the town that had been built after the destruction of Dale by the dread Smaug. The boat gently eased into a little bay between the town and the shore, for Esgaroth was built entirely over the waters of the lake. There, the boatmen moored the boat and left wearily for their homes and their beds. And Bilbo set about releasing the dwarves.
You stupid hobbit. I am sure I am black and blue all over.
Well, really? Now look! Now, will you listen? Dwarves, listen. Are you still in prison or are you free? Well, I mean, all this moaning and groaning and where's your gratitude? I mean, yes, do you think I enjoyed the trip down the river? Shame on you, shame on you. I'm only a hobbit, and you're dwarves. Yes, great big... You ought to know. You're supposed to be brave warriors. Warriors? I see. Now listen. Now you stop all these foolish complaints and let us consider what is next to be done.
Well, Mr. Baggins, what do you think is our next move?
I suggest we go go into Esgaroth.
What, at this time of night?
Certainly. Perhaps the lake men will give us food and shelter.
Yes, I agree. Let us make ourselves known. I am grandson of the last king under the mountain. Esgaroth and all these lands are part of my domain. I shall enter in upon my inheritance.
That'll be nice.
Come, to the gates of Lake Town.
All right. Come along, all of you then. Come on,
Who are you and what do you want?
I am Thorin, son of Thrain, son of Thor, king under the mountain. I wish to see the master of this town.
King under the mountain? Who are your companions?
These are my faithful followers of the race of Durin.
Yes, and...
And Mr. Baggins, the Hobbit, who has traveled with us out of the west.
But the master is feasting.
Let us have no more words, or your master may have something to say to you. Come, let your king enter.
Very well. Open the gate. Open the gate.
Now we shall... Guard! Fall in! Guard! Quick!
The captain of the guard, with 6 of his men, led them over the bridge, through the gates, and into the marketplace of the town. From a great hall shone many lights, and there came the sound of many voices. The dwarves stood at its doors, blinking in the light, and looking at the long, crowded tables.
What is this?
I am Thorin, son of Thrain, son of Thor, king under the mountain. I return.
Captain, what means this? Who are these creatures?
Master, I think these are the prisoners who escaped from the Elven King.
Oh. Is this true?
It is true that we were wrongfully waylaid by the Elven King and imprisoned without cause. But neither lock nor bar may hinder the homecoming spoken of old. Nor is this town part of the Wood Elves' realm, but part of the ancient dwarves' kingdom, which now I claim.
What's this?
He speaks truly, Master. Thor was our king before Smaug destroyed the old town. Our king is come.
Dale shall be avenged.
The king has returned. The prophecies have come true.
The dwarves were welcomed in the town amid scenes of astonishing enthusiasm. Large house was given up to Thorin and his company, and crowds sat outside and sang songs all day and cheered if any dwarf so much as showed his nose.
Yeah, but I was not feeling particularly cheerful. I had not forgotten the sight of the mountain. Nor could I put thoughts of the dragon out of my head.
At the end of a fortnight, Thorin began to think of departure. Autumn was now getting far on. The leaves were falling and the winds were cold. And it would not do to allow the townspeople's enthusiasm to cool with delay. But at least one person was not sorry to see them go. The master of the town.
The sooner this dwarf and his followers have gone, the better. Let them go and bother Smaug and see how he welcomes them. Oh, but what if Smaug gets angry and takes it into his head to attack the lake town and destroy us as he did Dale? Yes, the sooner they're gone, the better.
And so, one morning, 3 large boats left Esgaroth, laden with rowers, dwarves, Mr. Baggins, ponies, and plenty of provisions. The townspeople sang and cheered from the quay as the adventurers started north on the last stage of their journey.
The Lord of silver mountains shall come into his own. His crown shall be of gold, and his heart shall be rich crown.
The only person thoroughly unhappy was me.
In 2 days, they rode to the northern tip of the long lake, where the river running led straight to the lonely mountain. They could all now see it, towering grim and tall before them. At the end of the 3rd day, they drew into the bank and disembarked, for the rowers would row no further. The ponies were loaded, the lakemen said farewell, and Bilbo, Tarin, and the dwarves set out for the regions known as the Desolation of the Dragon.
We all knew that we were drawing near to the end of the journey, and that it might be a very unpleasant end.
All the same, they reached the foot of the mountain on the 4th day without mishap, and without seeing any signs of the fiery dragon.
Tarin!
Yes, Balin, what is it?
Over there, where the river comes out of that great cavern in the mountainside. That must be the south gate that the lakemen told us about.
They also told us that it was Smaug's front door. So let us make our way to the western face of the mountain and look for the hidden side door.
Yes, and quickly.
If my grandfather's map is true, the entrance will be high up. So we have some climbing to do, my friends. Come, let us move away from these dark birds. They look like the spies of evil. Come, courage, dwarf, forward!
After yet another hard and difficult journey, their spirits lowering by the hour, the company made camp in a long valley on the western side of the mountain. Day by day, in parties, they toiled up and down the craggy mountainside, searching for the secret door. And day by day, they came back to their camp without success. But at last, unexpectedly, they found steps cut into the rock, leading upwards and out of sight.
Oh, this staircase seems to be going on forever. Oh, it's getting very narrow, too.
You can see the ponies down there.
Oh, I'd really rather not look if you don't mind. It's rather a long way down.
The steps are opening out into a sort of ledge. Can we rest here, Tarin?
Oh, we can't go any further, so we might as well.
Can't go any further? Why not?
Well, look ahead. This is as far as the steps lead, to this little shelf here.
Well, then this must be the secret side door.
What must be?
Well, yeah, this cliff face.
But there is no keyhole, no doorpost or lintel to be seen. It is as smooth as glass.
Well, exactly. It's too smooth. The rest of the mountain is rough and pitted. This surface is as smooth and upright as mason's work. I mean, look, even the colour's different. It's grey and the rest of the mountain's black.
You're right, Bilbo. This was fashioned by craft, not by nature. Come, my dwarves. Let us see if we can open it. All push. Now get your shoulders to it. Ready? All together. Now. And again. No.
Don't push me. Push the door.
And again. No.
Another door.
It's no good, Tarin.
Now, don't give up so easily. Again, all together.
Come along.
Now.
It'll never move. Not if we go at it for hours.
It is solid rock.
Baggins and his door.
What now, Bilbo? I said, what now?
What now? Yes. Ah, yes, well, that's just what I was wondering. What now? Yes. What now?
That is just what I was...
leave him be, Balin. Oh, it's getting colder. Today is the last day of autumn.
And winter comes after autumn.
Of course! Durin's Day.
What's this about Durin's Day?
When the last moon of autumn and the sun are in the sky together. Today is the last day of autumn, and the sun is still up. And look.
Yes?
New moon.
But what difference does it make what day it is?
Shh. There's the thrush. The map was right.
It's only an old thrush knocking a snail against the rock.
Shh, be quiet, all of you. Magic is afoot. You remember? Elrond told us the moon letters on the map said, stand by the grey stone when the thrush knocks, and the setting sun with the last light of Durin's Day will shine upon the keyhole.
And today is Durin's Day. And there is the thrush knocking on the grey stone. Now we must wait for the sunset. The thrush is waiting too.
The moon is risen. The darkness is closing in.
The sun is sinking fast.
It's setting behind clouds. How can it shine upon the keyhole?
No, look. There's a gap in the clouds. See? The sun is shining on the stone. Oh! There's a little hole in the rock.
The thrush has gone.
The key, Torin. Your grandfather's key. Before the sun sets.
One minute.
Come on, the key. Get the key.
Right. Here. It fits. Now, everyone, push. We found it. The secret door. We found it.
Quiet, for goodness sake. You forget where we are. This is the Lonely Mountain, and somewhere through that door lies Smaug.
Yes, you're quite right, as usual, Mr. Baggins. Quite right. Well, my dwarves, now is the time for our esteemed burglar to perform the service for which he was included in our company.
Yes.
Now is the time for him to earn his reward.
Earn my reward? What if you mean you think it's my job to go into the secret passage first? Oh, Torin Oakenshield, may your beard grow even longer. Well, you can just say so at once and have done with it. I could refuse, you know. However, I don't think I shall. Perhaps I have begun to trust my luck more than I used to. Gandalf often said I had more than my share. So, I think I will go. And have a peep. And get it over. Wait here.
Well, good luck, Bilbo.
Good luck, Bilbo.
Be careful. Come back safely.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have the magic ring. I shall wear it, and I shall go to Smaug's cavern and see what he is up to. Oh, dear me. What a fool you are, Bilbo Baggins. What use have you got for dragon-guarded treasures? Oh, if only I could wake up and find this beastly tunnel was my own front hall at home. What's that light? That must be a fire. Whew, certainly getting warm. What's that? Smaug!
And there, fast asleep, he lay. A vast red-gold dragon. Wisps of smoke and flame thrusting from his jaws and nostrils. His huge tail coiled, and his great bat-like wings folded. Beneath him and about him on all sides of the immense cavern which was his home lay countless piles of precious things. Gold wrought and unwrought, gems and jewels, and silver red-stained in the ruddy light. There were coats of mail, helms and axes, swords and spears, and rows of great jars and vessels filled with a wealth that could not be guessed. Bilbo's heart was pierced with enchantment and with the desire of dwarves, and he gazed motionless at the gold beyond price and cant, almost forgetting its frightful guardian.
Well, I smell you and feel your air. I hear your breath, thief. Help yourself. There is plenty and to spare.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. Smaug, the tremendous. I didn't come for presents. I only wished to have a look at you and see if you were as great as the tales say.
And am I?
Truly, songs and tales fall utterly short of reality. Oh, Smaug, the chiefest and greatest of all calamities.
Who are you? And where do you come from, may I ask? I know the smell of dwarf, no one better.
I am the friend of bears and the guest of eagles. I am the clue finder and the ring winner. I am the luck wearer and the barrel rider.
Lovely titles, to be sure. But what are you, thief barrel rider, eh? I don't know your smell.
Well, you don't know everything. Oh, Smaug the Mighty.
Is that so? Well, I certainly know that you're here to steal my treasure.
Wrong. Oh, Smaug the Dreadful. Surely, Smaug the unaccessibly wealthy, you must realize that your success has made you some bitter enemies. We have come over hill and under hill by wave and wind for revenge.
Revenge? The king under the mountain is dead. And where are his kin that seek revenge? The Lord of Dale is dead. And where are his sons that dare approach me? I kill where I wish, and none can resist. I laid low the great warriors of old when I was young and tender. Now I am old and strong. Strong, deep in the shadows.
Yes. I have always understood that dragons were softer underneath, especially in the chest.
Your information is antiquated. I am armored above and below, with iron scales and hard gems. No blade can pierce me.
Truly, there can be nowhere found the equal of Lord Smaug, the impenetrable. What magnificence to possess a waistcoat of fine diamonds.
Yes, it is rare and wonderful indeed. Look, what do you say to that?
Dazzlingly marvelous. Perfect. Silly old fool rolling over like a dog at his age.
Oh, look. There's a large bare patch over his left breast.
Flawless. Staggering. Well, I must not detain your magnificence. Ponies need some catching, I believe, after a long start. And so do burglars.
Never laugh at a live dragon.
Thief, I heard you run up the tunnel. It's as well for you that it is too small for me to follow. Barrel Rider, I don't know your smell, but if you are not one of those men of the lake, you had the help. They shall see me and remember who is the real king under the mountain.
Bilbo! It is Bilbo.
Bilbo, your clothes are nearly burned off your back. Come and sit down here by me.
Thank you. Oh, I think I'll just stand.
Be quiet, you stupid old rat.
Now, Bilbo, have you discovered anything?
Yes, I have. Smaug has a bare patch in his armor. just over the left breast. A champion archer might be able to kill him with an arrow in there.
Well done, Bilbo. Anything else?
Yes. He's guessed that we came from Lake Town. He'll be going there for revenge. He also knows where we're hiding, so our only hope is to keep well in the tunnel and close the door.
Yes. Tell me, Bilbo, when you saw the treasure, did you see the Arkenstone?
The what stone? Arkenstone? What's that?
It was the dwarves' greatest treasure, a great white gem, the Arkenstone of Thrain. It was like a globe with 1,000 facets. It shone like silver in the firelight, like water in the sun, like snow under the stars, like rain upon the moon.
I think I would have remembered.
Corin! It's Smaug! He's flying this way!
Quick! Inside, everybody! Into the tunnel! Marlin, stand by the door! Fly away, old thrush, before you're caught! Everybody in! Shut the door, quickly! The roof's giving way!
Oh, no!
Get further down the tunnel!
Down the tunnel!
Smaug is laughing! Why?
Why? Because he's trapped us, that's why! Trapped? He smashed the entrance to the tunnel! Oh, no! We're shut in!